the thing that we have to learn is to work together.
Yeah.
There's so many other people attacking us that let it not be us. Like we should be the last ones to try to pull somebody down. If anything, we need to be lifting each other up, whether we fuck up or if we don't. Like, hey, loves, this is Kristen.
Great day, Leada.
And we're sisters in business. We've been on this journey for just a couple years and so excited about our progress that we wanted to share with you, as well as get your feedback to see how you're doing and let you join on our journey as you build your own business too. Because we love just being able to support other business owners and encouraging people to start businesses. So join us on our journey as we continue to grow and just learn from our different life experiences.
So today, as you mentioned, we're going to talk about B.Simone and the whole situation in regards to, one, she had the situation initially start off with her saying she only wanted, as an entrepreneur woman, she only wanted to date, well, she did not want to date a man who had a 9-to-5. She had her own personal beliefs, but then that trickled down to now people looking into more into her life. And she also has a book on manifestation. And it came out that she basically plagiarized the book. She apologized for it and said she didn't write the book and she left it up to her team. And so, I mean, for me, I'm still a fan of hers. I discovered her about 3 years ago when I saw a video she did on Instagram, and I've kind of like been a fan since. And so today we just want to share the things that we took away from that situation. So because we all human. But at the end of the day, like we learn, we grow. And so today we just want to share 5 tips on how you can implement what we learned from this into your life, into your own personal life. Even if you don't have a business, but you can implement it to your personal life. So tip number 1 is one choice. One choice can change everything.
Yeah, and I totally agree. Like literally, even though there was probably multiple things that was in alignment. I know, like for me, I was motivated by her run for $1 million for before the age of 30, because that's also one of my goals. So that motivated me, and just being able to follow her journey from that day. But I get, in a sense, that there was a short time frame in which she wanted to get it done, which can cause you to overlook things. And I think that's probably what happened. And that's just making that small choice of giving off that task to someone else cause this huge ripple effect. So just imagine in your life, like all the people that we see who are experiencing homelessness. I used to work for a job where so many people my age and younger were experiencing homelessness because you just literally can take one decision and it can turn everything around for the good or for the worse. So we must stay in alignment with where we're going to make sure that we are making the right decisions and to be humble on our journey.
The second thing that we learn from this is a vision is not just a picture of what can be. It is an appeal to our better selves. A cause becomes something more. So basically what that's saying is don't get blindsided during your journey. Like we all have our goals, we have our aspirations, but don't get blindsided along the way, like the glitz and glamour things of nature. Stay focused on what you're going after and continue to go after that. And don't get blindsided by what may appeal to you.
Right. Totally agree.
So one thing I kind of like live by just through my journey in life, which is step number 3, is if you live long enough, you'll make mistakes. So basically that like we're learning, we're human, we go through things, and that's how we learn. Like we learn through mistakes. Like, and it's up to us to take those mistakes and grow from them. Like you can have those mistakes and have those mistakes keep happening over and over again, unless you learn from them, grow from them, and become a better version of you. That's what I take from that situation. Like she made a mistake, it can humble you and allow you to grow from that and change you for the better. If it doesn't change you for the better, then guess what? Something like that's going to happen all over again in a different form.
Right.
But learn from it, basically.
Yeah.
It is not hard to make decisions when you know what your values are. So basically, stick to your core values.
Yeah. So, and that's huge for me. Like I literally, my friend kind of made fun of me. I took time to literally write down a manifesto. Like I've seen and read books of other people who put out manifestos to kind of live your life by. But I took my personal experiences to do my best to create something that I can give to my next generation so that they can have their own way of creating and adding to a manifesto that gives them a guidance system. And I also have 2 things that I do throughout the day. One is I learned it from Queen of Fula, where she stated use 42 Laws of Mayat, and save it where you can access it in the morning and access it right before bed, so that you can have that in the morning to say, okay, this is how I'll do my best to align my day with these principles. And then at the end of the day, you can reassess your day to see if you were in alignment. I haven't got it down where I do it every day, but I have it visible so that I can do it as often as possible, so that I can stay in alignment with those core values. And then the last thing is the wealth idea: wisdom, ethereal, and time and location, township, heart, and ownership. Because that gives me a compass of where I'm moving to, and to make sure that all of those areas of my life are in alignment with what I desire and what is best for myself, my family, and those who get to benefit because you're part of our tribe.
That leads us to number 5, which I'll let you speak on.
So number 5 is, and if you are fake to the ears, you might as well switch it on out, right? Because number 5 is, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. And I take that into each and every day, because I had to personally learn through my own experiences not to care about those who are not implanting into my vision or encouraging me to get my vision done. If you spend your days and times cared about every person, you will be miserable. But what you can do is care enough about those who you value, like your family members. Care enough, but not let them deter you away from what your objective is. Because if you already have those core values, you're going to make majority of the time the best decisions. So those are the 5 things that we've been able to take away from this, to be able to again remind ourselves to stay humble, stay in alignment with our core values, and don't get so caught up with what the goal is that we forget that we have to take care of those little things, because if we don't, bigger things can erupt.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And one thing also I don't think we added, was like a little thing. I guess we get bonus. But like, just at the end of the day, B.Simone is human.
Yeah.
Like, she has some goals, which like her goals motivated me. Like, they motivated me to step myself up as far as my goal. And along that path, things happen, and which I'm sure she'll take from that, she'll learn from it, she'll grow from it. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that we're all human. Like, we make mistakes. Maybe your mistakes haven't came out to light because you don't have that influence or that platform that she does. But at the end of the day, I would say, like, don't be so hard on her, especially a woman of color. She's doing some amazing things, and she gets some generational wealth for her family. So don't be so hard on a woman who's trying to do some great things for herself. Because I'm sure we all have our mistakes that we've done that just haven't came to light.
Yeah, and then to add on to that, I totally agree in terms of her, being able to represent us. We all have our downfalls. We all have done something that we may not be, or may not have been our best selves with. Mm-hmm. So it's important that we not be so quick to say, you fucked up in that way, and say it in such a backstabbing, conniving way, versus just being able to say, hey, Vieta, I don't agree with what you just did. Can we have a conversation so I can show you how I would have did it better, or some other options, or I can guide you to somebody who's a mentor in this area. How about we create a community where we're helping each other and helping each other fix our errors? Because that's how we will grow. And we've seen with everything that we've been through, generations on generations, is that the thing that we have to learn is to work together. Yeah. There's so many other people attacking us that let it not be us. Like, we should be the last ones to try to pull somebody down. If anything, we need to be lifting each other up, whether we fuck up or if we don't. Like, it's just necessary that we at least have each other's back so that we can all grow successfully, because there's enough fame, there's enough money, there's enough all of it. It's enough abundance for us all. And I just hope you learn something from this conversation, because we have to learn from each other, and we have to grow with each other versus trying to pull each other down.
Exactly. So definitely thank you guys for tuning in today. If this resonated with you, make sure you share this with someone who it may help too. Because maybe even if they don't have a business, it may resonate with them in their personal lives to help them overall in general in their life. And so, as always, definitely make sure you subscribe, comment below, and share this with whoever you know needs to see this. Talk to you guys in the next one.